Hi everybody, Neill Boatman from Workwear here again. Today we're going to be talking about 3 misconceptions about branded workwear. The first one that I want to address with you is about your actual logo that you might be using. And when people start to think about their logo, a lot of people think that they need to be full of colour, they need to be quite detailed and complicated to impress people. But the main thing to remember about your logo is it's generally the first thing that people see about you. Whether they go to your website, whether it's your business cards, whether it's your clothing, your vehicle, advertising, it's the first thing that starts to become that recognition in their mind about you. So the approach to take is that less is more. So when it comes to colours, no more than maybe 2 or 3 colours. Don't get too detailed and think about the message that you want the customer to take away. And that message is brand awareness. Brand awareness about you, so that when they see that logo, and in time parts of that logo, not even the whole thing, they think of you. And that's the first port of call in terms of them looking for that product, that service, etc. So when it comes to your logo, it doesn't need to be complicated, doesn't need to be full of colour. Also think about, think about the applications that you're going to be using it in. All those different places that you're going to use it. Is it adaptable to those various different applications that you might use it? Make it flexible. So think about that when you start to come to create your logo, what message you want it to give and how you want it to be impregnated into people's minds. So that's the first misconception. Logos don't need to be complicated, keep them simple. Excuse me. Number 2, now the other thing about online, about buying clothing online and things like that is people think that it's cheaper. They think it's cheaper and more convenient. It might well be, but think about when you get it. Do you actually know, especially when it comes to clothing, that it's going to be what you need? Now people are used to buying clothing, etc., and being able to return it. But with branding, you're actually buying something that can't be returned really, unless there's a problem with the product. It's about making sure that you know what you're going to get. And we get lots of calls here at Image On from people that have bought online, and one, it's not the quality that they were looking for. Probably doesn't fit sometimes. That's the issue about sizing, etc. And they didn't really get the opportunity to think properly about what they wanted to buy, because buying online can very much be an impulse thing. So where our approach is here at Image On, and where I'm here is what's going to be our new showroom, for example. And the whole point of that is that people can come in, they can see, they can touch, they can feel product and try it, so that they know what they're going to get is actually what they need for the job they're going to do. They're going to feel comfortable in it, because if you don't feel comfortable in it, you're not going to project the right image with your branded clothing. So that's number 2. Number 3, what I call the one-size-fits-all approach. And traditionally in the branded clothing market, you would have been restricted on in terms of the quantities you have to buy in. So if you came on and you wanted some polo shirts, that's literally what you would get. But today there's so much flexibility in what we do that if you wanted to, think about your people. You've got different age people, you've got different generations, you've got different shape people. Everyone feels comfortable with different things. So the most important thing to think about really from our perspective is, as long as the brand looks the same, people should feel comfortable in what they wear. So think about maybe making sure that people are wearing something that helps them project the image that you want them to project about your brand. If people don't feel comfortable, it shows. And it's something that people don't really give a thought, and maybe don't think that is actually possible these days with branded clothing. There's an awful amount of flexibility, and our approach is to look at what you need, apply what you need to the application that you're going to be using it for, and who is going to be wearing it. Because we're all different shapes and sizes. What I wear is different to what my business partner will wear, and what guys in the workshop will wear. So think about that. It's not a one-size-fits-all approach. It doesn't have to be. So give yourself some flexibility and think about how people will project your brand. So, fairly quick one today that was. So the 3 things that we've talked about, I just want to summarise very, very quickly that logos don't need to be complicated. Less is more. Keep it simple. Think about the image that you want people to get from the from the logo that you're actually going to have on your brand wherever you post it. Online ordering isn't always the cheapest. isn't always the simplest. That silver bullet number that you see when you go online isn't necessarily and probably isn't the price that you're going to pay, because it doesn't include all the other bits and pieces like decoration and setup, etc. So don't be fooled that it's easier. And then the one size fit all approach, as I've just said, doesn't need to be like that. Give yourself flexibility, give your staff flexibility, make them feel good and give them something that they want to wear. So hopefully that gives you an idea today about some other things in our market, some of the misconceptions that are there. Don't forget, like I've said before, if you've got things you want us to address and tell you about, please message us, let us know. Thanks for your feedback so far on the videos that I've posted already. It's always good. I hope that you enjoy them. I hope you get something from them. And hopefully it gives you some ideas about where you might want to go with your brand. So that's it for today. The misconceptions of branded workwear. Neill Boatman, Image on Workwear. Don't forget you can get us online, imageonworkwear.com. Have a great day, everybody. See you again soon. Take care. Bye.